Again. Week passed. We're just going to do as much as we can today. First, we're going to try out some new resin. The other resin is just too stiff for me to work with. Oh, this one is a lot nicer already. This one actually floats. Not sure if I actually ever used varnish in this. Oh, wait, I should put my chat on. Not going to use some music. I'm going to first resin this and then I'm going to turn on some music, back music. And considering this one was the first test I made, I'm not going to sell this one. I'm going to turn it into a magnet. Lift, because I'm seeing a little fluff here. We don't want to put that into the resin. I did order new resin, so hopefully that one flows just as nicely as this one. 100 grams. So first I'm going to pop some bubbles. This one has burnt the resin. Okay, that was quick. This resin burns very quickly. Okay, didn't guess that. But hey, that's how I learn. Drop extra, big drop extra. Also big drop extra. Should not include air bubbles. Not sure how I'm going to get it inside the other pieces, but that's a future problem. Got myself a few extra, as we call them, cocktail prickers. Those little wooden skewers. Not sure how long I'm going to stream. Got the stream into. That's something we'll have to find out. So it's a lot nicer than the other one. At least for works like this, I still have to see how it cures. So it does look promising. Put a plate in front of my UV light. So I shouldn't get influence from there, but I still have that big skylight. But it's very cloudy, so I should be able to get minimal. This one's overfilled. Go into here. You can go into here. That's better, that's better. Okay, there's not much bubbles in here, so Of course, bubbles can always appear later on. Like here. Hello, bubble. Thing is, it's in this narrow path. So I'm not sure if I can get it out. Oh, it's rising to the bottom, top. Good, 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 good. Oh, I've completely forgot this whole top part. Is there one a bit overfilled? Not anymore. Just going to get drops from other parts. Just need tiny bits. There we go. Now this goes into the chamber, the UV chamber. Always sounds very fancy. It's just a nail chamber. Right. Now, rain. I decided not to go with bubbles on top. If you look at like at this, it doesn't really look that bad at all. The coin. But I am going to use the very resin for that. Very. I'm going to put the resin on here. And because it's very stiff and rigid resin, it doesn't flow to all the sides. This one is a bit brighter. It's sticking to my finger. It shouldn't stick to my finger. Oh, it's moving around. It shouldn't move. Ah, it's slipping. Just need to have it stand up upright just for a little bit. It's going all over the place. Okay, come on, guys. Stick. This is boring to do. It's not very nice to me today. Come on, you're almost there. Let's put it in front of the big oven. Hopefully that sticks a lot quicker. This is not going great. Okay. Okay. Why won't you stick? A little bit of resin here. And a little bit of resin here. Just a drop. I'm going to stand for it. Well, I'm not going to stand for it, but okay, you get the joke. Into the light, into the light. Go into the light. Getting there, it's almost at least cured enough that it can stand upright. Maybe not. Come on, guys. Why are you so difficult today? You were a lot nicer last week. Is there a way for me to just rest it between two pieces? It's not going to be upright then. I didn't have this much issues last week. No. Stay. I think the battery is low on these things. Typical. just won't cure. I'm going to switch the batteries soon enough. Is this even upright? I think it is. Doesn't feel that much upright. No. It's slightly keeled over. No, not that much. You know, I'm going to keep it like you for now. And get some batteries. I don't even know what kind of batteries goes in there. But maybe, just an idea. Get you first. I know, you're falling over. You're falling over. This way, then at least you're upright. Very careful where it, no. Very careful. Okay, and at least you got from the chamber. Now, how far along are you? You're nice and solid. So at least this one went nice. Fine. Is there something I can put both on so I can cure both? Okay. And put something in front of the chamber. There we go. Should put something like a mirror or something like that. Okay. Well, at least this one is a lot more flowy. Okay, go flowy flow. Two corners. It's leveling out itself quite nicely. It's a bit more yellowish, this one. Okay. Hopefully this is enough. No, it's not enough. Still need a few. So we have a bubble over here. Crown. Bit of hair. Tails. Another bit of hair. Dress. Bit of hair. Oh, and the hands, of course. Okay. First, let's spread it and make sure it doesn't overflow. This could technically be an underflow. So let's add a drop. There we go. Bit of skin. Any overflow can go into the dress. Okay, I think this is it. Now we have a whole bit of the skin, bit of the hair over here. Hair is flowing to the top. That's nice. So this is already a lot nicer resin. Flows a lot nicer. This one has a lot more bubbles for some odd reason. Flow to the top. Sorry if I'm in screen, but I need it like this right now. Oh, by the way, yeah. Still a bit of a flowing, but I have an ear that still needs to be done. And there needs to be more resin in the hair, so a bit more in the face. And of course the bubbles. Okay, this resin really burns quickly. Come to the top. So you either have something that flows terrible but doesn't burn that easily, or you have something that burns easily but flows nicely. Pop that bubble nice. I think this is about as much as I can do without setting it ablaze. Okay, so Rain, are you still wiggly wobbly? No, at least you're movable now. So I can move you aside so you can cure even more. These two can go into the oven. There you go. Don't touch each other. There we go. Now to check what kind of batteries. Come on. There we go. What kind of batteries you need. Teeny tiny ones. Do I have those here? My battery compartment. I have 3 of these. Should get a battery tester over here. See, this one goes down, down, and up, and goes in like this. I once thought mine was broken, and then it turned out I had the batteries upside down. These are not fully empty yet, but they are too weak for this flashlight, I guess. That's why I should get a battery tester here. That's one tiny. There's a couple of tinies, but these are the same brand. I say you should never mix batteries. Well, I'm doing my best not to. These 3 are the same. Okay, this burns. Right. How? Okay, now at least you're nice and upright. Okay, so you can go to the big station to UV, which is technically over here, by the way, because here is where sunlight is coming eventually for picture time. So you are resident and you need to, oh, you're still a bit sticky. I always UV cure it until mostly cured, so I can use sunlight for the end cure. Okay, so we can paint again. Because those 2 are in the chamber, having the time of their lives. Let's first get this freebie. And these coins. Got more materials to show and to play with later on, but first we're going to do some work. Now, first what I'm is bronze. Yellow is gold is a bit too yellow because everything else is yellow is gold. Do I have a very dark purple for so the cable. Okay, let's see. Do I have a very dark purple? It's blue. This could be a dark purple one. Let's see how dark you are. My tray. Did save the drops, by the way, that I made, so they're in here. Let's see how dark you get. I don't really like activating markers because it takes so long. I saw how much paint is in a paint marker through other things and not that much. But I ordered a couple of brown ones from a different brand to see if that works. If it does, then yay. I got a couple of brown ones spare because I do most of the skin lines with that. I think I'm just going to use my gold for the horns and the details. Just otherwise you get too much. Almost there. The acrylics dry a bit darker than they show, so maybe this is dark enough. And this is the freebie for February. Remember, there is an update. There's a D20 file for tomorrow. Almost there. Not sure if this is dark enough, but at least it's a nice purple. We'll have to see if it dries darker than it shows. Usually it does, so you might just be lucky. Otherwise, I'll need to look for a different one. Sorry, I'm way in the way of the shot. But of course, if you want to make a new one with different colors, sure, be my guest. Absolutely allowed. Do not mind one bit. It's just that this is going to be a gift for someone and they don't like very flashy. Okay, so this one's going to dry. Put them in the caddy of used ones. And should I get a backup in case this doesn't work? Because it is quite light. I have a very dark blue I saw. No, one to the side, one in the middle. So this might be a better one, a blue one, if this one is too light, because I think it's going to, it matches the other purple too much. Forgot a bit. Yeah, I think I need a different one. So I'll just activate it. The chances are very big and I'm going to need this one, so might as well start. I'm also holding a plate before my UV chamber because, you know, safety. UV radiation too much isn't that great, even if it is indirect UV radiation. So this way I minimize it while I still can see the oven is going. It's also quite light. Oh yeah, I promised I put some music on. Well, I had a few copyright claims, so there were artists who put a claim on my video because they heard their tune in it. But it's AI generated art music, so I sincerely doubt it. Oh, this is a nice indigo color. It's a nice contrast. If I dab it on, I shouldn't have too much issue with the previous color that isn't completely dry just yet, but this little difference in color really makes it pop. The 5th week of January won't have a design because I have 4 designs a month. And no, I won't do a 5th design because I don't have anything ready. I don't want to rush it. I do want to give quality, and well, this gives people time to paint the designs they already downloaded. Yeah, this blue was a way better choice than that purple. But still, I recommend if you get this freebie, print it bigger. A lot of the detail goes lost or stuffed with paint. Still quite cold in here. I had to move my space heater. But it's near my drying station now, so it's not that bad. Okay, so time for you to go back to the drying station. Now, this coin is finished, so I can glitter it. Let's put it over here for now. This one, I very recently decided to make the horns gold. And I think the skin is also filled. Let's check it. It's a bit more yellow than the original design, but I do think it gives a nice pop. Maybe I want to add a little bit of shade when it's dry. First, I'm going to fill this belt. Of course, you can put rhinestones on top of the decoration as well. Do whatever you want. You, by the way, you also need some yellow extra, so let's add that. So I don't have to wash my brush and then get the same color only a couple of moments later. I can put this one a little bit thicker. This one is really transparent. Other paints of this brand are less transparent, so. But it often goes on flat very nicely. Dries up nicely flat. And it might look very coated right now, but it's not really coated that much. The red hair seems to be coated. Should clean out my water. My water is that murky gray purple. You know the kind. Let's see. This is 2 paint, so put you in here. Because I should have some pink for the mouth. Light pink for the tongue. And some dark pink for behind the tongue. Open mouths aren't that handy on this size. I think I can put away a couple more acrylics. Let's get this red. Oh, I need that red for the YouTube sign, but first you, then you. And I need just a drop for in here. And a big drop for in here. This red also doesn't lay on that nicely, needs a couple of coats. And I know I'm going to work with glitter inside the coins. But you always have little places where glitter doesn't go, and this way it doesn't look white behind it. So that's why I always use a little bit of color. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, now. No, you shouldn't keep your brush inside your jar, but I don't need that much time to place this back. Okay, the coin goes onto the little sponge, silicone sponge, and you guys I can get with my hand. As soon as things are cleaned up a bit here, I can give it, or I will show my drying station because they're very handy. I'm gonna put on some extra light because it is gray outside. At least there's no longer snow on my skylight. There we go. Now you need to gesso things, and I think I can move that to one plate. Probably not just one plate and a little bit more. Okay. First I need to start coloring because this is March. And even though I like this black paint, it doesn't coat that well, so big blob on the coin, oh, which I'm going to use for my hair and skin as well. And then it looks to coat so nicely, and then it dries, and then it's all transparent. So when Pisces and Matsura, the one that are in the UV oven, are done, then February is done as well. Wait, the shampoo coin is also February, so still need to UV that one, but I should not be keep putting all the black on the skin tone in this case. Sure, I can just paint over it, but black is something you see very well, so it's best not to. Right, I wanted to put on my chat with home. So yeah, if you find this very boring, just put on some of your own music in the background. And at least you have your own taste. Okay, this one is done. Now to do the coin. And if I have too much black, I just put it back into the tube. So it's so beautiful black. I can also use spray paint, by the way, then I'd be done sooner. There's some blobs in here. And I don't know how the blobs will dry out. Dry up. If you don't like my figurines, but you do like the coins I create, I am going to, halfway the year, make a file with all the coins I designed thus far. And second half of the year is the same. So if you do get everything, that one is a bit meh. But I don't hold that against you then. I blobbed it on very thickly with cloves, so this one is getting towards the end already. And I shouldn't forget, I have 2 events February. So that means no Sunday stream. Okay, let's put these to the drying station. I like visiting the drying station. It's nice and warm here. But soon we'll be complaining it's way too hot in here, but at least then I can just open doors. Okay, let's check on our baking, because I should be done by now. Oh, very sticky. Still very sticky. Yeah, you're going to stay in it. That one might actually have a thumbprint of mine now, so still very sticky. Now, the other boring character. Let's see. No, wait. Wait. I need to organize for a bit. I saw this one quite soon. Mayanaka is June, I believe. So sushi's already done. That's April. So this is June. Nice. And Aries is March. Taurus is, what's it called again? Taurus is April, which has a lot of brown, by the way. I'm going to use this brown for Taurus hair. I always classified Taurus as a West star sign. That's just my own classification. That has nothing to do with all astrology and all. I already colored the backs of these. But not the sides, because this is just going to be one big messy mess. I should get something like a little paint where I can put paint on. And I do have one near, a tiny one of those crappy ones that break or just get destroyed within a couple of years. So it's nice. Trying not to grab new paints because I should clean up my paints eventually. Don't know the skin tone just yet, because this was East. I don't even remember which this one was, so it's probably going to be that one. I have 4 skin tones ready. Uh, yeah, and one is store-bought, so. The store-bought one is light, but not too light. I made a lighter one, a very light one. I made a more with a hint of ochre in it. I don't think I actually used this one this far, so I think I'm going to use this one. But first, hair. I have plenty of palettes, by the way, and old saucers and things from giveaway cabinets that can be used as paint palettes. But you know me, the less waste, the better. Also means less cleanup, so that's always nice. And at the event, I'll be taking the standees along that already got released, because then I don't have to worry about pictures. Should have cleaned my brush. That's okay, this is just a minor setback. Where are my tweezers? Right next to me. So considering I have Fantasy Village next week, I can take along all the designs of January. Does mean I have to turn the D12 into what's it called again? A magnet. So that's something I need to do today as well. Hopefully Matsuru and Pisces will be cured enough today to turn it into a standee so I can take a picture, and otherwise that will be first day. Picture taken doesn't take that much time. Okay. And this little bit is also hair. Okay. Now, I'm going to be immensely boring and give Mayonaka the same skin tone as Aries. So this is hair. And let's clean it up. So this is only for the tubes. Bags can go over here for now. This is the very dark brown. Nah, I'm gonna keep that for now. First of all, I'm noticing an imperfection with Mayonaka, and that is impossible. Mayonaka does not have any imperfections. Right, so same skin tone as Aries. This little piece of paper, the seal, keeps on falling out of it. There we go. It's going to be a very boring design because Mayonaka is just as boring as Matsuru. They're just made for each other. If only they were. Hey, at least I'm starting new characters to color. And Let's see. Mayonaka's first dress was an orange one. I wish I could move the bullet text, or what you call it. Okay, that's skin tone. I think with this owl, I'm going to follow my own desires. Got the shiny background, metallic blue. I'm probably going to turn this into an oversized pin. I need, oh, I need a new towel for my paintbrushes. Luckily, I still have a plenty. This, by the way, is a detachable brush. It has several heads. It's one of my favorite brushes. I bought it really a long while ago. I think it's about 10 years old. It's a synthetic one. And this is my favorite head and favorite type of brush. I like synthetic brushes. Also use synthetic brushes for watercolors. Those water pens that a lot of people hate. But I like them. And they tend to lose hairs less. I have a couple of hair brushes. Could be synthetic fiber as well, but at least I don't know. Sometimes they lose a hair. And of course, whenever you buy a kit, you get one of those crappy brushes with it as well. So I have plenty of brushes, crappy brushes. I might split this stream in two again. I know some people don't like that. But considering I can't stream next week, then at least for YouTube, I have a little bit more stock. I mean, you get a crash stream every week, so if you don't like it, just wait a week. Then you'll watch two. Or you can watch my Twitch streams. They're saved for a week. So Twitch streams are for the people who want sneak previews. Kind of like patrons, and only you don't have to pay for them. I don't mind donations, but I don't like Patreons, because if you have a patron, you feel obligated to post every week updates in betweens. You have to keep your patrons close, and I'm like, I don't want that pressure, at least not now. Maybe in the future, when everything else around in my life isn't as hectic, I wouldn't mind that. But right now, I don't want any obligations. And if people want to donate to me, that's fine. I'm always open to donations. But I'm not like when you have to pay to see everything. Something just go a little bit slower. I think with the owl, I'm going for blue green design color scheme. Wait, Mainaka isn't June, she's May. She comes into the story after Sushi. Still have to think about which color the book will be. Probably a different color, but not too different. I mean, red would fit, but I'm leaning towards green. Okay, almost all the hair done. I don't have to rush this one. I've got plenty of time. So that means I don't have to worry about colors just yet. Dust jacket. Those are fingers, but they're not indented. There's no need for paint in there. I'm gonna go with the ink marker. See, the brown I have is too light for my Naka, so it looks weird. I'm gonna do black lines for her. It's not because I don't want to, but it might be too light and then it looks weird. I missed a lot of spots. You know, I'm learning with each one as well. Okay. Skin and hair, first coat done. Gives me time to think about the other, because I'm not going to use glitter on the Forever Young characters. Oops. Get the hat back on. Now, because I have a lot of colors already here, what kind of colors do we want? What do we have? I do want glitter. I mean, the green one is a classic. These two match. Do I have a lighter blue for accents if needed? So let's first get some green in. Green's going to be the top. Okay, what else is going to be green? This top. I want the belly to be light. And this is a nail art brush I found online, and it's being completely mutilated. See? And I didn't even put it, keep it in a jar. It just went like that because of use. Sniff. The fourth of the design of the month can be anything, which this year is going to be just random designs. And next year it's going to be characters as well, because I have otherwise way too many characters that I want to include. Then you have 3 characters a month. Of course, still a freebie, but you don't have a Zodiac because the Zodiac has already been completed. That's this year. Okay. Let's get that into the jar. Now, let's see. I think a purple would fit nice. I don't think I have the purple out. Nope. Where's the purple? Here's the purple. It's a very light purple. Might actually be seen as blue. I think this is blue. I think this isn't the purple. Oh well, but I needed a lighter color for here, so I guess that fits. I think I'm going to make those hearts and that little accent underneath the face green. Or maybe gold. Gold is a nice accent color in this case because everything is gold. And then you have gold as an accent. No idea where my purple is then, but probably around here somewhere. Probably in my basket of paint. The purple, blue, green paint. 2 baskets. One is blue, purple, greens, and the other is yellow, golds, and oranges and red, and pinks, of course. I do have another one for the white and blacks. Okay, this can go dry. All can go to the dry station. I think I'm going to look for a green for the dress of Taurus. Okay, you guys can go to my temporary paint station because I have that green I could use for Taurus, but then you get the same green all over. So I'm going to look for a different green. Meanwhile, let's see if my purple is in here as well. Probably oh, there's the purple right behind it. Right, and now I need a minty green, but I do need a shiny. Is this shiny? Can't see if this is shiny. It's a very nice metallic mint. Yeah, it's shiny enough. It's not, I don't really like mint in this case. I need a green. Well, why not? You figured out this the one lays on quite nicely. I always save these caps, but I forget where I put them. Right, this one lays on quite nicely when put on thick, so that's nice. The same kind of paint I used on Aquarius and a bit of Pisces. Comes from the Kick. That's a German store. That's mostly about clothes and household supplies. You can compare it with, let's see, in the Netherlands, a Vibra. You have 6 colors of this paint. Pink, salmon, 2 types of blue, yellow. Let's see, what was the other color again? Is that in here? I think pink, salmon, yellow, blue, another blue, and green. I believe those are the colors. Would have loved if they had a purple one, but alas, they don't. Of course, one of the blues I can always mix with a hint of purple. I mean, mixing is always possible, so. But you already see how many cups of mixed paint I have on my desk already. Don't have much coins, so I think next time the next thing I'm gonna do is just gesso a bit so I can have more coins and other things. I mean, I'm not in a rush anymore because things are going fine-ish. Probably needs a second coat, but that's okay. It's a nice apple green metallic, pastel apple green. You can put it on quite thick and, well, at least the blue dried up nicely, so we'll just have to see if the green dries up nicely as well. Let's bring this to the drying station and then gesso a bit. How far along is my, still very sticky. But let's get them out anyway. Towards the drying station. It's gonna need a day or two to dry, so. Maybe less, who knows? Okay, so first what we're gonna do is gesso a bit. Or, well, first we're gonna move a bit of paint. I don't think I'm going to use these two, so you guys can go back in here. You can go in here, and you can go in here. And I don't think I need you either. Let's clean up a little bit. All my salmons, you know, the ones people used to call skin tones, but now salmons are with my oranges. I heard a child calling salmon skin tone recently, and I was like, should I say something about it? Let's not say something about it. I often get the question, what kind of skin tone do you use? And then I always say back, well, what do you consider a skin tone? How does it look? Do you mean your skin tone? Do you mean mine? These are actually done. So I can color these. That's nice. Yeah, I can I need a container for all the ones that I can start painting. These are the ones that I still need to clean up. These are the ones that can be painted, so let's move them all in here. You just hear me talking, you're not seeing anything, so yay for me, I guess. But that means these need to be painted on the back with gesso. Starting to get more and more on a single tray, which is nice. Let's see. Still have a couple to clean, but at least not the character, just the wings and the calis that aren't listed yet. These can go to the back coloring, and a couple I still have to do the front coloring for. These are back colors. Okay. You guys can move over here for now. Probably would fit a lot of more paint in it if I would put it in nicely. Okay, how's Matsuru doing? Not that grip. Okay, yeah. So this resin leaves wavy streaks. You don't see it if you watch it from a distance. It's mostly done. So you guys back a little bit. Right, paint put away. At least mostly put away. Because it's gesso time. First thing we're going to do is grab our gesso. Here. Get our gesso steering stick. Where do I have my gesso steering stick? There you are. And these aren't going to my drying station. These are just going to be on a tray because these need to dry quite well. One more coat for these wings. And my gesso brush. Hello, gesso brush. How I have missed you. Because I have a drying station that can hold 3 trays. I will show that later. So eventually, if I don't need the big trays anymore, I can use that. But right now, I still have way too much gesso. I also saw I'm at the 1.5 hour mark. So I'm going to split this in two. Things you can look forward to if you see it on YouTube. First of all, I'm going to gesso a lot. So that's the boring part. I have to cut a silicone mat to size. Many sizes. So not much on the painting and some unboxing if I still have time for that at the end. So those who watch this on Twitch, see you in a couple of minutes. And those who watch this on YouTube, I'll be seeing you next week. And I still enjoy all your support. Even if you don't comment, but just watch, trust me, that does make me happy. Likes do I like even more, but you know, I'm not going to be like and subscribe. I mean, you guys know how it works. Oh, right, I might even start glittering something. Anyway, this is it for now. I'm going to end the stream and then return in about a minute or so. So it seems like I'm doing very fancy and all. So I'll be seeing you soon enough. Bye bye.